I'm Dylan, and welcome to Twisted Rich Garage. Welcome back to another episode of Twisted Rich Garage, guys. We're back out here trying to finish up Black Pearl. It is so close. We're really on the final home stretch here. Was able to snag up a radiator hose up at the parts house that was roughly the diameter I needed, and it had a straight enough section that I could cut out. Got that for the fuel neck, so we'll get that replaced. That way we can get some more gas in it, see if we can get some gas actually up to the carburetor. And then I also snagged up a couple of belts for the power steering pump, water pump, and alternator. Now on those, again, like I said before, if you guys are doing something like this like I am, there are two different sets of brackets. You got one which is for the 70s-ish era, and then you've got the 80s era. This one has a 70s era, the 70. So I had them go up, when I went up to the parts house, I asked for like a 74 D100 with a 360, no smog pump, no air conditioner, and then these are the belts they gave me. So we'll see how close they are, and if we need to get some different ones, we can. If we have to like take them back and get some smaller ones or bigger ones, we can make some measurements using some like twine or some wire or something, and kind of go from there. But let's hop in there and get some of this stuff changed out. All right, took some time. I did have to pull the film neck off of this bed just a little bit so I could get enough room to get that hose in there, because there was only like that much of a gap in between the two middle pipes in between the tank. So you need to make a little room so you can get that pipe in. But I do have that pipe in. I'll go ahead and start getting ready to throw the rest of the gas in that I brought yesterday. And then I think right now I'll just go ahead and hop back into under the hood, and I'm gonna start throwing these belts on. See if they're gonna be the right length for us or not. All right, we were able to get those belts on. It's kind of hard to see in there, it's a little dark, but we were able to get those on. They are tensioned good. They seem to be working all right. Get you a little light. So I think I got the right belts. Because again, I've got my tension set, and we still have a little bit of wiggle room this way on the belt, and the same thing with the power steering pump. So I think now we go and throw some gas in the tank, get the rest of that gas in there, and see if we can't start picking up some gas for this carburetor. So I'm just putting water in it now, letting it fill up, and then we'll try to turn the key, see if we can get some action out of this thing. And the reason I'm doing water first is this radiator is the same one that came with the truck when I got it, and I replaced all those freeze plugs, water pump, all the hoses, all that kind of stuff. So if I have any kind of leaks, I don't want to be paying for antifreeze like 3 or 4 times. So I'm just gonna start with water, make sure I got all my leaks sorted out, and then we can change it over to antifreeze. Antifreeze is expensive, real expensive. So let me take some time, get this done, and then I'll bring it back when we're ready to turn the key. All right, we got enough water in her for now. Get that thermostat to open up. I'm not sure I'm gonna get it warmed up that much today. I just want to hear it idle and stuff, because it's gonna be really loud because I don't have the exhaust on it. Like I said, that's gonna be the next big thing. Hopefully we can get that taken care of on this video. So we'll see where things take us. So let me get you guys in a spot. Let's start turning the key over, see if we can get it going. All right. I haven't primed it, or I haven't put any gas in the carburetor or nothing. Just kind of curious to see if this pump's going to pull the gas for me. If I have to, I can throw some down the throat and see if we can't get it to pop off. So let's see where we go. may need to go ahead and prime it. See if we can get it going on its own first. Alright, so I did put some in the bowls. Just use a water bottle, pour some in the bowls, pour some in the throat. See what we get. I think the timing needs adjusted a little bit. I do have it loose right now. Turn it that way a little bit. See what we get. But it sounds like it's trying. Interesting. Let's go that way. Still no fuel. So close. Can I get that choke to stay closed? Lord if the choke's causing us some problems. Because it isn't hooked up right now. Can that stay there for me? Let's see what it does now with the choke closed. Yeah, I don't think we're getting fuel. It's trying, but I don't know, we're getting fuel now. I just squirted it. Maybe it's flooded now because I've been trying. So bad. Oh, come on now. Be good to me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Hang on. You gas up there now?
Yeah, I think so.
Smell?
Yeah, it's squirting.
Squirting?
Yeah, it's squirting.
Ready?
Yep. Go ahead. Oh. Yeah, it's flooded.
Huh?
It's flooded.
I'm gonna hold it right up.
Huh?
I'm gonna hold it right up and then.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, but when I closed the choke, that's when it sputtered. Go ahead. Woof. That shot a bunch of gas at me.
Huh?
I said it shot a bunch of gas at me.
Did it?
It's flooded. Yeah, I'd like some choke being closed. You can go ahead.
Craft products are cold nature.
Yeah, no choke.
Ready?
Yep. Come on, baby. Yeah, I my battery's dying. Let's give it, I'm gonna have to give it some time, let it dry out. Alright. I'm a little impatient, but I've been sitting and waiting for about, 20 minutes or so. It is on the charger. We'll see if we can get it to do something else. Guess it would help if I hooked the battery up. I don't have it hooked up right now. There we go. Alright. Got a little something out of it. Definitely think the choke is being a part of that.
I would like to work in a shove.
Yeah, I got something holding it closed right now.
Oh, wait a minute. I started. Well, you can match. Right.
Yeah. No, I haven't pushed the gas at all either.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah, not getting. Okay. Something grounding out right there.
Yeah. I think that's just
Yeah, that right there is just
burning off the headers.
heck yeah, we heard it idle for a short period of time, but it did idle. Just got to get that timing fully set, then I can get the breather on. Got a vacuum leak over here off of the booster. I just need to get capped for that. I was gonna try to bring that out today, I just forgot. But we got gas going to the carburetor. We got spark. I mean, this is awesome. I'm super excited. Just need to start seeing about that exhaust, see what it's going to cost me to get that exhaust put on the truck. So hopefully the next part of this will be getting that exhaust done. I wanted to share with you guys on what I found on that distributor and what was causing us not to get spark. I grabbed a points distributor by accident, so let me go grab a different one real fast. Okay, so here we have just a regular electronic ignition distributor. It's not a points. This is what's called a reluctor wheel. This little wheel that has all these little grooves sticking out on it. Then you have your magnet pickup right here. Some of them have a dual pickup. This one's just a single pickup. You can tell because of the way it is. Only has one set of group of wires. But on mine, because it was brand new, it had never been actually gapped properly and never set. And I didn't actually know that was a thing. So that's something I learned yesterday about these trucks. So I'm always learning something new. So I was wanting to share it with you guys because, I mean, again, I don't know if you guys know this information or not, but there's a gap right in between the point of the reluctor wheel and your ignition pickup coil. That gap needs to be set at 0.008. On mine, it didn't actually have a gap set, so it was just wasn't sending the spark properly. Like this one here, you can actually hear it. It's tapping the magnet on the pickup. So this one's actually too close. So this one wouldn't actually run. So you would need to loosen this screw right here, and this actually swings this way. So you can actually swing it that way closer, and you can kind of set it. So you just put your 0.008 gap in there, your feeler gauge, put your 0.008 feeler gauge in there, get it set, tighten the screw, make sure there's just a a tad of drag, and then you're good to go and set. You can throw your rotor bag bug back on, throw your cap on, you should be good to go. Well, I got all the fluids all topped off. Did spend some time out here. Didn't record the other day, but did spend some time out here. Went ahead and got my kickdown taken care of. What that is there is two actual kickdown bars there. That one is the short one from the 4-barrel setup, one is a long one from the 2-barrel setup. I actually put those together, made them the right length that I need, and then I bolted them together and cut one of the ends off of one for my extra length. That way, whenever I do get that 4-barrel bar, I can just go back to using this short one, and then the long one was the one that I cut, so I won't need that one. But when it comes to the throttle, you will need the little L bracket that I showed you before. That can bolt onto your 2-barrel bracket, and it will help you get that all hooked up. Got the timing basically pretty darn close. We got the carburetor pretty close. I spent some time yesterday or the day before because I came out here, I was trying to get it to where it would just idle because I want to run it through some heat cycles, get this paint baked on, you know, run it through maybe 2-3 heat cycles, let it cool down, and then you should be good to go. But every time I tried to fire this thing up, it wouldn't start and run. It would just, I would pump it, it'd fire right up, and then as soon as I'd not pump it, it'd just die. But if I kept pumping it, it would sit there and stay running. So what I found was there was on the two primary venturis on the front portion of the carburetor, there's two tubes that go down into the jets. There's two tubes that go down into it, and they suck up fuel from the bowl in the primary jet, which is where the metering rods go into. Those metering rods go up and down inside that carburetor, and that's what meters the amount of fuel which comes into the carburetor. Well, those metering rods were moving, but they weren't able to move any fuel because the passages was blocked up inside both of those venturis. So I got those cleaned out, and I was able to get it to idle. Got all the water topped off, like I said. Just kind of been going over some things, kind of trying to see what I'm going to do when it comes to the exhaust. I have talked to a few places here around me. One place said they wouldn't be able to look at it for a couple of weeks. Another place said that they really didn't do custom exhaust work. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of this stuff I have, so I mean, it's not really whole custom job, but I mean, I understand where they're coming from. I am talking to another person about it, seeing what we can figure out. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can try to see if I can figure it out myself, because like I said, it's got to go, you know, from the headers out, and it's got to actually come out towards the outside of the truck and then back to where it's going to then come out of the stack. So I mean, it's going to take some planning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use 45s or 90s or those kind of things. That's why I kind of wanted to get an exhaust shop to take care of that for me. That way I know it was good to go. But I mean, you do what you got to do when it comes to these kind of things. But I am super happy with how all this is coming together and looking. Let me go ahead and get it fired up for you guys. Let me show you how it's running and how it's idling. I haven't actually put it down into drive yet or any of the gears. I have topped off the fluid. So we'll kind of go from there and see how it does. This is the first start of the day, so it is cold. right, guys. Well, if you saw that, you saw it running, you saw it move back and forth. I'm not really going to pull it out of the shop or anything, I don't think, but I just want to make sure that transmission goes into gears and those kind of things. I still need to warm it up and check that fluid. Empty, it's supposed to take 5 quarts minus the whatever the torque converter takes, so I've got 5 quarts in it. Like I said, just need to warm it up, get it checked, but I mean, I'm super happy with the progress. This thing is running super awesome. I think that's it for this episode of Twist and Wrench Garage. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll check you guys out on the next episode.